Someone who has never been arrested, never been to criminal court, and maybe not even have had very many conversations with a criminal defense lawyer or a prosecutor for that matter. I see these questions all the time about how can you defend someone who is clearly guilty? Here is my answer to that question. I'm Keith Whiddon. I'm a criminal defense lawyer in Louisiana, and I've been a criminal defense lawyer for almost 10 years now. There is not really a clearly guilty. Yes, there are bad facts, and there are clients who come to me with very bad facts in a very bad situation, and our chance to defend that case is very limited. What do I do in a situation like that? Do I even know the truth? Whether or not I know the truth is dependent on the client and what the client shares with me. But at the end of the day, you should share with your criminal defense lawyer, I need to know all the details about your case so that I have a chance to build a defense no matter how bad the facts of your case could be. But second, someone, even if they are obviously guilty, clearly guilty, I defend them, or I'm able to defend them, because the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Louisiana requires the state to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. A client or a defendant in criminal court is never required to prove his or her innocence. So what does that mean? Even if someone who is clearly guilty and they choose to go to trial, the state still has to make sure they bring all the right witnesses, that they present all the right evidence, and they get all the correct details in to prove the crime and every element, every piece and part of that crime to a jury or to a judge. Because those are the people who will ultimately decide if that person is or is not clearly guilty after hearing all the evidence from the prosecutor and any defenses that the defense attorney and the client or the defendant may have. The most important part, though, is that even for the person who you believe is clearly guilty, obviously guilty, that person still has the same constitutional protection and constitutional rights when they are arrested and when they go to trial as anybody else that has been through criminal court. And it's my job as the criminal defense lawyer to make sure that even in cases where someone is clearly guilty, obviously guilty from the outside looking in, that the state follows all the rules of the Constitution, all the rules of evidence, and all the rules of law to make sure that even if they are able to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt, that they do it and do it correctly, do it constitutionally, and do it legally. Because it's my job to protect my client's rights, no matter how good or bad the facts and the case may be. Thank you for watching this video. We've grown so much, and we're now looking to get to 10,000 subscribers. If you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button below, and to make sure that you see more content from me and channels like me, you ring the bell and click the like button below.